Can you feel it? It's behind you. It's inside you. I am the shadow on your wall, the silent echo in the hall, the breath you hear but never see, the lock without a key. Every doubt inside your mind, every truth you try to hide, every nightmare you deny. I am there when hope runs dry. You try to run, you try to pray, but fear is not so far away. Fear crawling in your veins, whispering your name, breaking every chain. You'll never be the same. It's closer than your skin. Let the dark begin. There's no escaping from within, because I live where you've been. I don't need to show my face. I survive in empty space. I'm silence before the scream, the fracture in your dream. Every step you take alone, every crack inside your bone, every time you think you're brave, I remind you you're not saved. You built your walls, you locked your door, but fear has walked these halls before. Watch it take control, swallowing your soul. You can make it whole. Darkness is the taste. Hear the heartbeat pound. There's no solid ground. When the lights go out, I'm found. I am all around. Close your eyes now. I am what you dread, living in your head. Nothing left unsaid. Follow where I tread. When the night appears, louder than your tears, you can conquer what you fear, because I am already here.
Darkness, dominion.
Ashes falling from the sky. Hear the angel's final cry. Mercy died the day I learned. Pain is fuel when kingdoms burn.
Shadows crawling at my feet.
Holy Horty's war drums beat.
You wrote my fate in blood and light.
And my petrified.
You crowned yourself a god above.
But gods can bleed and gods can fall.
Dominus Rex Tenebris.
Halo cracked and heaven torn. I was not the one you mourn. I am what your fear designed. Find it unconfessed. No salvation left to claim. I erased my former name. Every prayer you used to pray feeds the fire I became.
You built the throne. Now kneel beneath
The king you made.
the king you made. This is power. Feel the quake. Watch the sacred pillars break. I don't bend and I don't break. I dominate. This is power. Endless night. Stars collapse without a fight. All creation fears my sight. Tremble in my might. You wanted a monster. Monstrum.
You forged me in your cruelty.
No cheese. No God. No mercy. Only power. This is power. I ascend. Light and darkness both must bend. There is no repent. There is no end. Less is power. Feel despair. Heaven answers to my glare. Kneel and breathe corrupted air. I power.
I used to believe in the light, in promises dressed in white, but ashes fall like silent snow from dreams I buried long ago. Your voice still haunts these hollow halls like broken prayers against the walls. I gave my heart without a shield. Now all I touch will never heal. You call me monster, call me cold, but you don't know the story told. This is the pain of loss, the crown I never chose to wear, a heart turned into frost from loving someone who's not there. If darkness is the cause, then let the heavens see the scars. I wasn't born a villain's heart, I broke apart from loss. The world you left began to rot. In every wound your name is called. They see the fire in my eyes, but not the tears I learned to hide. I built my throne from shattered trust, from fading love and falling dust. If mercy died the day you did, then blame the grief I always hid. You made me bleed, you made me fall. Now hear me when the shadows call. This is the pain of a loss, the crown I never chose to wear. A heart turned into frost from loving someone who's not there. If darkness is the cause that the heavens see the scars, I wasn't born a villain's heart. I broke apart from loss. I still remember who I was before the night swallowed us. But every tear became my chain, and every chain became my rain. This is the pain of a loss, the fire beneath my skin. A hero once now turned to frost, because you'll never breathe again. If loving you was wrong, then let the world condemn my name. A villain forged in grief and flame. The pain of loss. Dies Irae, Dies Irae, you made me. Kneel before the wreck I become, a kingdom burned, a fallen sun. Your love was poison dressed in gold, a velvet lie I chose to hold. I carved your name into my veins, let it echo through the pain. Now every breath is blackened air, a broken oath, a silent prayer. You crowned me greed, you fed me blame. You lit the fire, you spoke my name. I am the monster you created, born from love that you betrayed, from shattered vows and bloodstained roses, from every promise that you faded. Hear the thunder in my chest, feel the curse inside my breath. I wasn't born to rule the night, you forged me in the pain of death. The angels left when you were gone, the heavens sang a funeral song. Mercy died inside my hands, now ruin follows my commands. Your memory is my blade, a crimson debt that won't be paid. If I must drown inside this storm, then let the world fear what I've become. You broke the sand, you fed the flame, you built the beast, you gave it pain. I am the monster you awakened, a fallen star in endless night, from holy love to devastation, from blinding faith to burning spite. Let the choirs cry my name, let the heavens turn away. I was your light before the fall. Now I am your judgment day. Do you still see me in your dreams? The man I was, or what I seem? If I had one last tear to shed, it would fall for who I used to be. Instead, I am the monster crowned in sorrow, ruler of a broken throne. No salvation, no tomorrow, only darkness I call home. If love is war, then I have won, but victory feels like none. You didn't lose me in the end, you turned me into one. Only the strong remain. March through fire, break the line. Steel and fury intertwine. Hear the battlefield ignite. Day collapses into night. Crimson rivers flood the plain. Victory is carved from pain. Mercy buried with the brave. Power rises from the grave.
Raise your banners to the sky. Let the weak kneel down and cry. No surrender, no retreat. Feel the thunder in your feet. Survive,
Fight through the flames.
survive.
Glory and shame. Stand or fall, it's all the same. History forgets your name.
Survive,
Tear down the walls.
survive.
Conquer them all. When the empire starts to dive, only warriors survive. Shields are shattered, kingdoms burn. This is something you must earn. Blood and iron pave the ground. Hear the war cry, shake the sound. Every heartbeat screams attack. No forgiveness, no way back. From the ashes we arise, born beneath relentless skies. Let the cannons roar tonight. Let the heavens fear our might. Break their hope, erase their pride. Crush the world beneath our stride. Drums intensify.
If you falter, you will fall. There is no mercy at all. Survive,
Through the swarm,
survive.
reborn, transform. From the chaos we revive. Only the ruthless survive.
Survive,
Heroes cry.
survive.
Never die. When the You took everything. So I became nothing. And nothing is harder to kill. I remember every lie, every tear you passed me by, every promise left to rot, every wound that you forgot. You were smiling when I broke, calling pain a twisted joke. But the silence learned my name, and it taught me how to flame. I don't scream, I don't cry, I just let the hatred crystallize. You built your throne on what I lost. Now you'll learn the cost. I'll have the last word, not loud but deep. I'll have the last word in your sleep. When your empire starts to crack, when your past comes crawling back, when the truth cuts like the sword, I'll have the last word. You mistook my pain for weak, thought revenge was something bleak. But revenge is patient breath, counting down your quiet death. Every scar became my guide, every tear I locked inside. I don't need the world to see, this is strictly you and me. Tick, tick, feel it growing in your chest. Tick, tick, you can never truly rest. Tick, tick, I don't want your blood to spill. Tick, tick, I want something deeper still. Tick, tick, I want you to underspill. Tick, tick, exactly why you're damned. Tick. I'll have the last word when you beg for light. I'll have the last word in the dead of night, when you finally see my face and the fear you can't erase. When regret becomes your world, I'll whisper it slowly. Have the last word. Silent cries in empty halls, shadows crawl along the walls, fading light, a broken prayer. No one left, no one cares.
Once I begged the sky for grace, heaven turned its coldest face. Faith dissolved like winter rain. All that's left is endless pain.
I believed in something pure. Now I know there is no cure. Every promise turned to dust. Every love betrayed my trust.
Hear the echo of despair. throne. I will stand here all alone. If the world denied my plea, then the world will kneel to me.
Kindness carved into my skin, turn to hatred from within. All the scars you left behind built the monster in my
No redemption, no peace. You watch me drown in endless night. Now watch me kill the light.
Hear my final vow. I won't beg forgiveness now. If there's nothing left to save, I will dance upon the grave. This is who I am, not your broken little leg. If the world won't feel my pain, I will make it scream my name. Home is gone. Home is gone. And so am I. Whispers in the crimson sky, ashes fall, the angels cry. Iron crowns and shattered thrones, the world will kneel to bone.
Morning fire raised in hate, carve my name in hands of fate. Blood and thunder in my veins, mercy died within the Judgment Day has finally come. Prayers will fade into the dark when I ignite the final spark.
I am the God of war, breaker of heaven's door, crown made of shattered stars, born from eternal scars. Kneel to the battle cry, watch as your heroes die. In fire and blood I soar, I am the God of war.
Chains of destiny undone, moon eclipse devours the sun, crimson rivers flood the land, life erased by my command.
No salvation, no retreat. Hope is ashes at my feet. Every prayer you scream in vain feeds the echo of my reign.
No light, no grace, only ruin I embrace.
From dust you rise, through dust you fall. I am the end, I am it all. I am the God of war, heaven will burn once more. Thunder obeys my call, I am the end of all. Tremble beneath my roar, bow to your overlord. Through endless night I soar, forever God of war.
Ashes, ashes, all fall down. Tick tock, hear the trigger lock. Run if you want, you're still caught. Footsteps echo in the haze, smoke and steel in shattered maze. Every shadow hides my aim, every heartbeat speaks your name. Mercy died without a sound, buried 6 feet underground. You can pray, you can cry, but tonight someone will die. Feel the barrel at your spine, cold as fate, sharp as time. No escape, no compromise. can see you from the spark. Your reflection cracks in two. There's no hero left in you. Every promise fades to gray. I erase your hope away. Breathe it in, the scent of dread. Every word you've ever said, all your lies, your alibi, turn to ash beneath the sky. You're just target, dead or alive. Dead or alive, hear the sound. Thunder shaking, broken ground. Every scream becomes my song. You were weak, I was strong. Dead or alive, it's my game. Etched forever in your name. When the sirens fade from sight, I decide who wins the night. Still one shining in the sun. Battles fought and victories won. Now it trembles in your hand as fate makes its last stand. Smoke and embers fill the sky. You don't run, you don't hide. Though the edge is chipped and torn, a legend can't be worn. No armor left to save your heart. No miracle to play its part. But even shattered, even torn, you stand before the storm. Broken sword, don't fall tonight. Hold the dark, protect the light. Though your blade has lost its shine, your courage still will rise. Broken sword, stay in my hand, be the last to make a stand. If I must break to set them free, then let that break be me. Blood runs quiet down your sleeve. Every breath is hard to breathe. Still you the spark in fading light, or fall and fade away. Let this dawn re-pray. Broken sword, sing through the flame of eternity in my name. If my life's the price to pay, then let it end this way. What is a blade without a hand? What is a hero without a stand? If hope must bleed to be reborn, then let my body be the thorn. Rise from ruin. Broken sword, now you shatter, but nothing else will matter. For in your fall the world is saved, and fear itself is severed. Broken sword, rest at last. The war is finally past. Though steel may break and heroes die, their light will never die. Lay the fragments in the sun. The battle's done. The broken sword has won. Red sky rising, shadows crawling. Hear the drums, the night is calling. Crimson light across the sky. Heaven tremble, angels cry. Silver turns to burning red. Hope collapses, faith lies dead. Footsteps echo through the dust. In betrayal born from trust. shadowed gloom. When the heavens fall too soon, I reign beneath the blood moon. Ashes fall like winter snow from a world you used to know. Kings and heroes fade away. Night devours the light of day. Heartbeat sinks with distant drums. Judgment's hour finally comes. Every sin you try to hide now awakens at my side. Let it burn, let it bleed. Feed the fire, plant the seed. Stars collapse and oceans part. Fear is beating in your heart. No mercy in this crimson glow. Once it rises, you can't go. Under the blood moon, I stand. Flames obedient to my command. Crimson crown upon my head. Walking where the brave have fled. Scream my name into the light. Watch the world consumed in flames. When the sky is split in two, all belongs to the blood When the sky was torn in two and every star we ever knew fell like ash upon the ground without a single sound, the world was drowning in the flame, calling out a broken name in the shadow of the end. You chose where hope would stand. No crown upon your head, no mercy left unsaid. You walked into the endless night to turn the dark to light. Darkness and light collide. You stand between the sides with bleeding wings. You hold the line and trade your fate for mine. Darkness and light entwine. Your soul becomes the sign. If this is where your story ends, then let the dawn begin. Thunder roars across the field. Every wound you never healed. Still you rise with shattered breath and stare the eyes of death. Your shadow stretches to the sky, but you refuse to say goodbye. If the cost is everything, you'll give the final risk. If I must be the bridge between despair and hope, let my name be carried in every breath you hold. Luxembourg, the bridge, like a lily above. Darkness and light is one, your war is finally done. The stars return because you fell and broke the final spell. Darkness and light remain in every tear and flame. You gave your soul to save us all, and now we rise again. From shadow into flame, we whisper out your name. Darkness and in the silence I awaken from the ashes, long forsaken. Hear the whisper in the night. I am shadow, I am blight. Blackened roses at my feet, broken prayers beneath my heartbeat. Candles flicker, spirits crawl. Your salvation starts to fall. Silver moon upon my throne. In this curse you're not alone. Every tear you've ever shed feeds the darkness in your head. Whisper my name in fear. Feel my breath drawing near. My line to left to save your soul. When I decide to take control, I am the witch in the midnight flame, dancing in your deepest pain. Crown of thorns and eyes of ice, I don't need your sacrifice. Kneel before the spell I cast. Your future shatters like your past. In the dark you'll hear my wish. Bow down to the witch. Poison runs inside my veins, sweet as sorrow, sharp as chains. Every promise turns to dust. In betrayal I still trust. Crimson skies begin to bleed. From your doubt I softly feed. Hope is fragile, thin as thread. One soft word and it is dead. Burn the pages, break the seal. Nothing here is ever real. You prayed for light, you begged for truth, but I devour both. Your youth, no mercy lives inside this heart. Smoke in the sky, steel in the rain, brothers in arms screaming my name. We stood as one against the flame, but nothing would be the same. I held the line when hope was thin, shielded you from death and sin. Side by side we swore that day, no one falls, we find a way. The enemy was closing fast, blades were striking, shadows cast. I felt a sudden burning pain, not from them but from my own shame. A dagger hidden in your hand, a silent shift, a broken stand. While I was fighting for our name, you let me take the fall, the blame. Betrayed in the heart of war, not by the foe and the iron door, but by the trust I gave away. You left me there to decay. Betrayed beneath the flame, you sacrificed me for your gain. If loyalty was just a lie, then watch your world collapse and die. They said I perished in the fight, lost within the endless night. A hero fallen brave and strong, but they were wrong, so wrong. From blood and ash I rose again, forged in agony and pain. If I was nothing but your pawn, then now I'll be the coming storm.
You feed my strength, you feed my rise, so you bury truth in noble lies. The enemy did not win that day, it was your cowardice, your betrayal. No mercy now, no saving grace. I see the terror on your face. You wrote my death into your plan. Now face the monster that I am. Betrayed, but I survived. From the grave I have arrived. You left me bleeding in the fray. Now I decide who lives today. Betrayed, hear my decree. You made this villain out of me. In war I fell in wrath reborn, on talk of God from trust once won.
Not by the enemy's blade, but by your fear. And now your end is here. be standing there. Your hands are shaking not from fear, but from the weight you carry here. If one must fall so all can rise, you won't close your eyes. No prophecy, no shining sign, just a fragile human spine between the dark and everything we're fighting for. Believe, even when I'm gone, when the night feels far too long, if my voice fades in the flame, still remember why I came. Believe, when the world can't see what you always saw in me. If my heart must break tonight, let it break to bring you light. Ashes falling like the snow on the only home we know. Every step toward the end is one I choose again. Your tears fall heavy on the ground, but I can't turn around. If courage means to disappear, then hold me in your tears. The fear is loud, the fire is near, but louder still is why I'm here. Between despair and destiny, I make my stand. Believe, though I fall from grace, see my shadow in this place. Every scar and every scarlet stain was not in vain. Believe, let the morning rise through the smoke and crimson skies. If my name is all that stays, let it guide your day. If hope requires a sacrifice, let my breath be the price. If love demands a final stand, then take my hand. Credo, we believe. I believe I am not the end. I am where your strength begins. When the darkness calls, the dawn, where broken dreams still carry on. I hear your whisper in the wind, a fragile light beneath my skin. The sky was falling piece by piece, but you stood tall to bring us peace. Your wings were torn, your halo burned, still you stayed when others turned. Through the fire, through the pain, you never once cried out my name. You chose the dark so we could see what love is meant to be. Shadow carved into the ground, the silent echo, thunder sound. The battlefield now stands in awe of every scar, of every flaw. They'll sing your name in distant lands, a savior with no crown in hand, no throne of gold, no grand parade, just love that never fades. Through the storm, through despair, you carried hope into the air, and with your final breath you said, don't cry for me instead. Angel, can you hear the call? Heaven trembles as you fall. Through the fire, through the night, you became our guiding light. Angel, now you fly beyond the crimson sky. Though your heart has slipped away, you live in us today. If sacrifice is destiny, then let your chains be broken free. No death can steal your legacy. You are eternity. Gloria, Gloria, rise above the tragedy. Angel, shining bright across the endless lake. Every tear we cry becomes the proof of what you've done. silence after war. Your wings still guard our shore.